When I was in high school, I wanted to keep a time capsule of my thought process at the time. I have an entire journal of lots of ups and downs and crazies and a lot of personal shit that was going on in my life from 16 to 17 years old. I'm gonna read you some highlighted moments that I found in my diary. It's called a diary. This is probably one of the most important days of my life. This is when I discovered the idea that you could be a YouTuber and like make a career out of it. July 18th, 2009. I was watching YouTube videos and I came across a boy who was quite entertaining and successful. After becoming familiar with his videos, I am truly inspired. The one thing I want to do before I die is make a YouTube hit video. After watching these videos, I think to myself, damn, we could do way better. And starting tomorrow, I will pursue my goal of creating YouTube videos. Talk about being nervous about not getting financial aid for college, going on a date with a girl. Being a vlogger would be a dream. We should get started before the idea gets too popular. Hey.
Oh, sorry.
Literally documented when I discovered the fact that I wanted to pursue the career that I'm currently in. So crazy. Damn. This one is pretty intense. Keep in mind, this is me in high school, 17 years old, figuring life out, very troubled, confused. February 13th, 2010. I failed today at the party. It was me and some girl named Blank. Everything was going swell until I had a minor nervous breakdown. I don't know how to explain it, but I stopped breathing and they started saying, this is basically a social situation at a party. I was having a social anxiety panic attack. Everyone was really confused and looking at me awkwardly. After that, I lost all my confidence and started having a shaking attack. Nervous and cold. I was shaking a lot. I had nothing to say because all I could think of was how mad I was at myself. I realized that I suck at socializing. I feel like every time I try to talk, I just make things awkward. I don't know what it is. Is it a face? Is it just awkward conversation? Is it just the unsmoothness of the way I talk? What is it? All I know is that I've never been good at talking. I just need to stop being a thinker. Stop worrying so much. I need to change. Wow. Confused, socially anxious Chris. That literally, I felt like I time traveled into that moment again. I don't feel how I felt, but I understand how I felt. I felt insecure about everything. I felt like an incapable human. Like, how was I gonna be a functioning adult? Which I know a lot of other people probably go through that too. Like, how am I ever gonna like work a job and live on my own? Like, I was really scared about that. And if I can't even socialize, how am I gonna like do anything, you know? I was thinking earlier about how sad I'll be when I'm moving out of my house to go to college. I think I'll cry because I'm so close to my family. I feel like I'm a very dependent child. I guess I just need to grow some balls, LOL. I really do need to toughen up. I'm such a pussy a lot of the times. Oh well. If you're reading this future Chris, by now, you better not be a pussy. Hope you changed. Peace. Sorry, buddy. Lost the game of skate, lost my tennis game, and got rejected from UC Riverside. So fucking pissed and sad right now because this has basically fucked my life over. I'm not gonna get into UCSD or UCI. They haven't sent me shit, so I guess this means I'm going to live a pretty crappy life. Maybe I'll join the army, or maybe just, I don't know. Point is, I'm fucked. I failed. 12 years of school just to fail. I could work my way back up, but I don't even know what I want to be. I really wonder how life is going to turn out to be. Why is it so hard just to have a normal life? This is the saddest I've ever been in a while. Bye.
God damn, that was deep.
Holy shit. Wish I could go back and tell myself, you know, it's okay. It's not as bad as you think. You're not as bad. You're not as bad as you think, you know? Well, I don't know. I don't know if I would tell myself everything's gonna be okay. Because then I'd be kind of spoiled. I think a lot of my motivation comes from fear of like, I don't want to die. I don't want to become homeless. I don't want to like, because that's what I'm thinking right here. In my head, I'm fucked. Like I might not even be able to get a job. I don't even know how to do anything. So I'm just gonna like be a loser. I was so afraid that like my life is gonna be. So that's what made me want to go into this like panic work mode all the time. If you're in high school or in some sort of transitional phase and you're figuring life out and you've got all these things pressuring you, just know that it is extremely normal to be going through confidence issues, insecurities, social anxieties, trying to figure out your life, who you are. Life is kind of like an onion. The first time you bite it, it's pretty fucking spicy and it hurts. And then you keep biting it. And it gets way fucking worse. Gee, it is literally pouring out of my eyes, I feel. We can never never show this. So when I went off to college, I decided to finally go after my dream of making YouTube videos, but I was in school at the time. So I was kind of like hiding it from all my friends and parents and secretly like pursuing this dream. And this is a notebook from my class. This is like a class notebook that I would take notes on for, I think it was like my motor learning class. And there's notes in here that literally say like hip isometric flexion at the knee joint. And then like on the next page, it'll say all these series that I was trying to come up with for YouTube and like how to succeed on YouTube. You know, I was like really like coming up with a formula. I designed like thumbnails and titles and like my channel. So I was in class really doing kind of the bare minimum, but like focused on trying to do YouTube content. So I remember secretly pursuing it, and I remember making my first 28 cents and just thinking like, holy shit, I just made money out of like nothing. Oh my God. I remember like literally like I wanted to cry. I saw the 28 cents. I was like, when I saw that, it gave me like the hope. I was like, oh my gosh, it's possible. This is crazy. And I remember thinking, okay, I need to make like 500 to 1,000 a month to maybe like show my parents that, you know, there's something there. And I need to do it before I graduate college, because if not, then I'm gonna have to, you know, get a job and like do some other shit. So that was my goal. I was halfway through college and I was thinking, okay, this is where I need to get to. And that's what I did, all this brainstorming, thumbnail titles. I did all this research, you know. It's funny because people, like in interviews, people will ask like, oh, so like YouTube, you were kind of just like doing what you love, like making videos, and it kind of just happened. And, you know, I would give like the happy, positive PR answer, which is like, yeah, you know, I just loved making videos and it kind of just happened, which I lied. No, the true answer is I love making the videos, but I definitely made this shit happen. I researched analytics, like I researched SEO, looked at thumbnail titles. I did everything I could to figure out like how can I make this like my job, because I love it so much. It's not something that I just like fell into my lap. I like desperately chased after it because it was something that I enjoyed doing. I really wanted to do YouTube in high school. It was scary. I was insecure and I just didn't have the confidence to start. And then I went to VidCon 2011 or something. And I saw for the first time the community, a bunch of creators that I looked up to. And it was so inspiring to see it all in person and to see people vlogging. And like it was a normal thing that other people were doing as an actual community. And that got me so inspired. I literally went home that day. I had my flip camera. I was like, okay, I don't care how awkward this is. I know it's gonna be awkward. I know I'm gonna look back on this and cringe, but I wanna do this. And so I set up my camera and I just didn't have any plan, just talked to it. And it's on my other channel and it's called First Vlog. It's so cringe and I can't watch it. It's so cringe. I try to watch this. I've seen it before and it makes me cringe every time.
Your first video?
Yeah, it's called Hi, First Vlog. Posted August 5th, 2011. 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I posted my first vlog. Okay. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Christopher. Nice to meet you. This is my first video log ever.
Video
personal
log.
vlog. And this is kind of cool. Talking to a camera. It's weird, but I feel this. This is going to be good. So this weekend I went to VidCon. This past weekend I went to VidCon.
Yeah.
And
so I was super inspired.
I was inspired. And I got some good advice. There was a panel where they talked about talking to a camera, like how to talk to a camera. Obviously I didn't pay attention, right? And they were talking about making your first video. They said that like the first video or the first couple of videos are always going to be the hardest, which is really true because it's kind of weird at first. And so I took their advice and I'm just doing it. They said to just get it over with and then you'll get used to it. So I'm trying it out. And I thought, like, I'm always on YouTube and I'm always watching YouTube videos. So why not make my own video? Get back to YouTube something, because I spent a lot of time on YouTube. And I think this is going to be a cool experience. So, on a side note, the reason why I'm holding my camera in my hand and switching hands to hold it is because I don't have a camera stand yet, but I hopefully will get one soon because I don't want to hold my camera forever. I'm not going to cut it out because I might just like...
Yeah, that's good.
use the whole thing, I guess.
I'm glad you didn't cut it out.
So I hope this wasn't too boring for you. It was nice meeting you. Shake your hand. And I will hope to see you soon. Bye.
Damn.
Have you never seen that before?
No.
10 years ago, man.
Holy shit.
It's crazy, huh? I'm proud of that, Chris, for making that video because I remember how uncomfortable that was. Dude, this is crazy because that just inspired me right now. Because that's me with gnarly social anxiety. I feel like I can't talk, and me coming out of my comfort zone to talk to a camera, and me pursuing this thing that I want to do, taking the first step. And that's something I'm having trouble with right now with other things. So that's super inspiring. I'm gonna
learn from that, Chris.
I'm gonna learn from that 10 year ago Chris and follow in his footsteps. This is a give and take relationship, see? We're learning from each other. And me reacting to this in 10 years, wow, that Chris took inspiration from that Chris to jump into, so now I'm gonna. But yeah, it's funny how in the video I was like, I just went to VidCon and that's what got me going. Sometimes you need that thing, because I wonder what if I never went to that VidCon and I didn't have that spike of like motivation, confidence, you know? Sometimes it's a little thing that goes a long way. There was a point where I was in college, just about to graduate and figure out, you know, am I gonna go to grad school or am I gonna just go full ham on this YouTube thing? And I was just at a point where I was maybe able to get by barely on YouTube. So it was scary. It was like you know, do I risk it and take the YouTube route, which is what I love doing, or should I play it safe and go to grad school? I remember I had to make a presentation in class as to why I wasn't going to go on to grad school, basically. Because it was a class where we had to present what we were gonna do, you know, go to grad school, get a job and whatever, or internship or whatever. And I had to tell my class, it's so embarrassing that. So another opportunity came around, so I'm gonna be doing that. I didn't say it was YouTube because it's way too cringe. But everyone was just like quiet, like, okay. And I decided to go the YouTube and entertainment route, and it changed my life in every way.
That's awesome.
So I don't know if people know this, but before I did skating, I had another channel that I was trying to do, and it was basically just like skits, just like trying to be funny, like comedy skits. And it was kind of just like me and my friends sitting at a desk, like kind of talking, but it was just like a show. Transitioning into an adult. And this is my new journal that I am going to start again very soon. And this is me in a new transitional phase in life, becoming an adult.